Hi, Lee.
There you go. Can you
Kumusta?
mabuti naman ikaw? Kamusta ko? Is
Mab
that
Kamusta ka?
kom-
Mabuti rin ako. Salamat.
so-
Ready ka na?
oh gosh.
Ready
Um,
ka?
pretty
Yes.
oh no.
Yes, ready. I'm asking you, are you ready? Ready ka
Uh,
na? Are you ready now? Ready ka
uh,
na?
I see.
Okay.
So Hindi pa.
Hindi pa? Not yet? Why? Okay. Did you do your I'm so sorry about what happened to the
Let me see. You're
recordings.
fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
Let me.
But today I'm recording this now and hopefully I'll be able to,
Fine.
save it
It's
safely.
everything on YouTube is just additional to the stuff we're doing, so please don't worry. But yeah, it's always handy. I think any sort of reinforcement is good as long as but I've still got to engage and try and learn it all, haven't I? So
Right. Okay, that's great. So let's jump in this class
I
then.
I sort of did I did the homework, but I
Did you do the
realised that
homework? I gave you some homework, yeah?
yeah, I think I don't know. So basically, I did it on a PDF file and so saved it and embedded it in the spreadsheet. But I don't think it was the best way of doing it. I think in future I'll try and do it in the spreadsheet because
Did you put it here?
yeah. If you
Is
click
this
on
it?
that, that's it. That's it. And
Ah,
if you click
okay.
on the link and then if you scroll down the PDF file to the
Ah,
page
okay.
that I know I don't know how I this is all a bit new to me, so I'm just trying to work out a way that I think
Oh, okay.
if you
So you
scroll
answered it
down
from here.
yeah, if you scroll all the way
Okay.
down to where the homework is, and it should be in
This one?
there.
No.
No, that was the week before, I think, wasn't it? Just there we
Ah,
go.
there
There we
it
go.
is. I was looking for it. I was like, okay. I couldn't
Sorry,
find
I
it.
tried
That's
to
fine.
copy and paste.
All
I
right.
think
That's
in
good. Let's
future,
see.
what I might do is rewrite it on the spreadsheet, and then it's a lot easier for you to look at and correct.
No, that's okay. We can do it here. No problem. Let's
Hopefully,
see.
there's no glaring errors there.
So, yeah, let me see. Okay. All right. So that's correct. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Perfect. Mm-hmm. See, it's easy peasy, right? So now, if you combine it with the noun, then let's see. Okay, malamig na soft drinks. Yeah, yes, correct. Good.
Soft drink is actually a word in
That's
Tagalog.
what we
Yeah.
call soda. Any soda.
Okay.
Soft
Yeah.
drinks. Yeah. Okay. We don't say soda, we say soft drink. So when you get there, they might ask, "Would do you want some soft drinks?" It means it's soda, okay? It's only in the Philippines. Maduming basahan. Good. Good. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Just missing some letter there, but that's
Ah,
okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
okay. Just typo error. Matandang babae. Babaeng matanda. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Wow. Amazing. That's great, Lee. See? So now you know how to describe. All you have to do is, of course, you just gotta memorize all these words, of course. But
Mm.
these are very common words that you'll hear a lot. Okay. All right. So that's good. So I don't need to give you that homework. I was thinking I forgot to give you or something because I
No,
didn't see it.
it's
So now
fine.
we can just jump on our next lesson, which would be word order. Okay, so we started that already a little bit earlier,
Yeah.
but we're going to focus on that right now. Okay, so you see, every time that you would construct your sentence by placing the subject first before the predicate, that is more of a formal speech to us. You are formally speaking, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. If you are more comfortable using that, that's okay. If you can express more your sentence from English to Tagalog, that's fine, okay? Now, you might not hear them reply to you that way because the way we speak our spoken Tagalog
Mm.
is the reverse, which is we put the predicate first, the full predicate and the subject we place at the back. Now there are some exemptions to the rule here. If you notice that, look at this sentence. The first one is si Nene ay nagluto ng pinakbet. It means the same in English, okay? Even if you reverse them. The next one is ako ay mahal ni Sharina. Sharina loves me. Ang mga mangga ay matatamis. Now, if you reverse them, the I word disappear because I plays as like auxiliary verb in Tagalog. Okay? Now, we don't need that anymore. When mention the verb first. We don't start our sentence with the I, so we omit that. Okay? And then you start with the verb. Okay? Nagluto ng pinakbet si Nene. Mahal ako. And then you see here, the predicate. This is not actually the predicate. This is the subject. Looking at this second, title here. Ako, and then ni Sharina. You cannot, that this is the exemption to the rule here. When you are using a pronoun, the pronoun always, okay, unless you are using those two-letter enclitic verbs that we have, na, pa, ba, okay, that those two-letter words normally come second word when you're using PS word order. But the if you're not using any of those words, your pronoun subject, if it's a pronoun, that must come second word. Okay, like mahal ako ni Sharina. See here, Sharina is the actor, right, in English, but here we're talking about in Tagalog again. We're talking about the focus. Who are you focusing on? Okay? So, matatamis ang mga mangga. Now, that's what we're going to practice here. Okay? Some more examples just to show you. Again, here is when we say sila ay dumating. Okay? Now, this is a very short sentence because there's only a subject and a verb. So, when you reverse them, it's quite easy. There's no other place for you to put sila, the pronoun, except as the second word. But what if it's a longer sentence? For example, can you read this?
Sila ay kumain ng alos caldo.
That's right. So, if you reverse that, it'll be like this.
Kumain sila ng alos caldo.
Okay, next, another example. Read.
Siya ay dumadating sa party. Dumadating siya sa party.
Actually, this is more, if it's in English, this he is coming, this is in the future expression, right? It's more of exer. So maybe we can replace this with dadating, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
because he's coming to the party, which means it's more talking about in future, planned future.
And
Yeah.
if he'd recently come to the party, it would be kadating siya sa party. Is that right?
Correct.
I'll
Dadating siya
get
sa
there one day,
party.
Marie. I'll get there one day.
Okay. All right. Now, if you want to use the ongoing or continuous verb dumadating, he is coming, then probably you say he's coming like now, then you can use that. Dumadating na siya with the na. It means he's already coming with the na adverb. Okay. Now, these what you could see here is because you're using the personal pronouns, like I mentioned to you. But if you are using a personal name, it's quite flexible. Now, these are just some examples. We're going to go to the spreadsheet shortly. So can you please read these examples?
Si Charina ay naliligo sa bathroom. Then do you want me to read the one underneath it as well? Or,
No, the one adjacent to it. Here.
Naliligo sa bathroom si Charina.
As you could see, the I disappears, right?
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Sina Daniel at Susan ay dumadating. Dumadating Sina Daniel at Susan.
All right. Now, again, very short sentence. We only have the subject and the verb. But what if we have a longer sentence? There's an object. And these are, remember, we have the noun cases or the cases, ang, and then we have the, what do you call this? We have the nang case. Remember? We have ang case, ang, nang, and sa cases. Do you remember that? So what I'm going to do here, just to give you some, here we have some sa here because we said sa bathroom. That's a sa case. We don't have any
Mm.
object here. Okay. Not all the time these three cases are present. Okay. Because it depends on what you want to express. So let's pretend we have a longer sentence and we're using a name. Let's say our ang case would be Joel, and the noun case, okay, let's me put a verb here. Let's say verb would be uh, kuma, kumakain. Okay. And what is he eating? Let's say pizza. And where is he eating? Let's say Pizza Hut. This is a famous place in the Philippines, Pizza Hut. So we love that Pizza Hut. So let's pretend that you have all the cases here and you have the verb. So can you help me compose this, construct this into a
So
sentence?
so the first, do you want the first column where SP is written? Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
see Joel
Mm-hmm.
Kuma as see Joel I Kuma Kain
Mm-hmm.
uh Kuma uh
Nang.
Nang Pizza
Mm-hmm.
Sa Pizza Hut.
Very good. Okay. All right. That's quite a bit long sentence, right? Okay,
Sure,
so we'll
sure.
just remove that. Now, what we're gonna do is, because we're using a personal name, okay?
Mm,
Now you have a little bit more flexibility here because you are mentioning the name. These are the possible structure. So this is subject predicate. Okay, you know that the
mm.
subject is Joel and your predicate starts here, right?
Yeah.
From, oops, sorry, what happened? What is this? Uh, okay, hang on. So predicate starts from I. Okay, just like probably we would put that here. Okay, all right, all right.
So we
This
want
is an
to.
example of SP. Now, I want to show you possible structure if we reverse this into PS. Now, can you help me?
Yeah, yeah.
Can
So
you
it would
try?
be so Pizza Sa Pizza Hut
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
see Joel.
Mm-hmm. Pizza Hut, did you say?
Yeah, I said Pizza Sa Pizza Hut would that
Pizza sa Pizza Hut.
um see Joel.
Uh-huh. Si Joel. Mm-hmm. Where's the
Um
verb?
oh sorry.
Okay, so
I mean
it's
to,
so
yeah.
it's like this.
Oh,
Look
the
at it.
start would it be
Yeah, you see the,
Kumakain?
yes. You have to start the. So basically, this is your whole predicate, right? From I, and the rest going back is your predicate. Okay. Now, what you do
Uh
is you take that predicate, put that in front, and because you're using a personal name, that goes to the back. Okay, so can you help me do that? What is your
so
full predicate? Predicate.
Kumakain
Mm-hmm.
nine pizza sa Pizza Hut
Mm-hmm.
see Joel.
Very good. That's more like it. Okay. Now, all right. That's one possible structure. Okay. One. All right. There's more because you're using a personal name. We can break we can break them apart as long as you don't remove the marker, you don't switch the markers of these nouns. For example, if you keep pizza is your nang case. That's your object. It's marked with nang. Pizza Hut is your place marker marked with sa. And Joel is still your focus, your subject in this focus. We call it focus. And your verb is the verb. There's no marker for verbs. So
So,
still, yes, go ahead.
so would it be kumakain sa pizza nang pizza si Joel?
Yes, pwede. Very good. Kumakain sa Pizza Hut ng pizza si Joel. You did not switch their markers. You keep them so you can move them around. Another
Gosh.
possible structure, there's more. Just because you're using a personal name, you can place Joel right after the verb. Mm,
Okay, so kumakain si Joel sa Pizza Hut nang pizza.
very good. Okay. Now, there's another one that I see. Okay. Same thing, kumakain si Joel, but what is he eating? Put that right after Joel.
So kumakain si Joel uh, pizza
What's the mark of your pizza, your object?
sa
Mm-mm.
pizza. So hang on,
What is he eating?
nang pizza, nang
There you
pizza.
go. There you,
Sa Pizza Hut.
there you go. There you go. See? You just don't, when it's PS, possible, when I say PS, predicate subject, you
Yeah,
just have
yeah.
to keep the verb in front. The rest you can switch around as long as you don't ruin their markers.
That's really flexible, isn't it? Gosh.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. So that's what we're gonna do with all the send. Now here, before I take you to the exercise, now Joel is a personal name, but I mentioned to you in this rule, when you're using personal pronoun, okay, such as this, up on top, okay, if we replace Joel with a pronoun, what pronoun can we use?
It would be Shah, wouldn't it?
It
So,
would be siya. That's correct. So now, let's pretend that we replace Joel with siya. So we're gonna do SP first, subject predicate, but using siya. Okay, now replace Joel with siya.
so Shah I kumakain nang pizza sa Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Now, when you reverse this, PS, what should come first?
Oh, the verbs.
The verb.
So
Uh-huh.
kumakain.
Kumakain. And now we're gonna remove I because it's a pronoun. It must be the second word. Okay? You cannot put it anywhere else. Kumakain siya ng pizza sa Pizza Hut. Another possible structure is, but not for the focus. The focus will stay there because it's a pronoun. Kumakain siya sa Pizza Hut ng pizza. The others you can move, but not the pronoun.
Okay, so it's a bit more rigid when you move to the
Cor-
pronoun being in there.
Correct. Yes, that's right. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do now on our exercises. Okay. Now it works the same with a personal name and a general noun. If you see here up below, okay, I'm gonna put that here on the side for now.
Mhm.
You see here below, we are using a general noun, which is non-personal name, dog, aso. Okay, so Tagalog of dog is aso.
So,
So we're gonna say aso. Okay, and you could see here, ang aso ay mabait sa bata. Okay? Like ang kuya ay mabait. Okay? We're describing, it doesn't matter if you're describing or you're expressing an action, okay? Or focusing on the object, the word order does not get affected. It'll be the same rule for the word order. Okay? So, can you read this example for PS of aso?
yeah. So mabait sa bata ang dog.
Ang
Or is it
aso.
aso? Aso.
Aso. Because that's our subject. And the second?
Mabait ang aso sa bata.
Very good. Mabait ang aso sa bata. You see how I moved around aso where I place it? Because it's just like a personal name. But the moment that you change this aso with a non-personal pronoun, ito, iyan, iyon, okay? You cannot say mabait sa bata. You can put that iyon or wherever. Remember, iyon, iyan, ito, iyan, iyon depends on the distance to the speaker. You remember that? So if we are going to replace that with one of those non-personal pronoun, if it's a long sentence, this is a very short sentence, so it's automatically it will be here. Okay, let me see if I have that here. No, I don't have. So for example, I'll give you another one. We say your focus would be, ang case would be, let's say, guro is teacher. Okay. And the verb is, well, this, we could use an adjective. Doesn't have to be a verb. Adjective, let's say, ano to, masungit. Masungit means grumpy. Adjective masungit. And our sa case, towards, because remember, sa case are like prepositional case. So we're saying who is a teacher to whom the teacher is being masungit. So would say estudiante to the kids, to the students, okay? Estudiante. All right. So let's do the SP first for this.
So uh
Guro is a general name. You mark it with
siguro
not
si
C, because C is for personal name.
ang
Okay.
guru
Mhm.
guru ang guru so, yeah, what comes so, math
We will do SP first, subject predicate. Okay. So this is good. Ang guro ay
ay masungit
Mhm.
sa estudyante.
Very good. Okay, which means the guro or the teacher is grumpy, or bitchy to that student. One student only we're talking about right there.
Okay.
All right, now we want to reverse this. Can you help me with PS?
So
What is the second word? What's the word after I?
this is masungit.
There you start with the adjective.
Yeah.
So
masungit ang guro sa estudyante.
very good. Another possible structure?
Masungit ang guro. Oh no. Yeah.
The whole predicate. Put the whole predicate here. What's your whole predicate? I to this. So no need for the I. I mean, we dropped that already because this is PS. So we take the whole thing.
Masungit sa estudyante ang guro.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Because it's a general name. But what, for example, we want to say that ang guro, and we're talking about the guro, and when we say teacher, far from speaker, from both. I'll say far from both, the speaker and the person being spoken to.
Iyon.
Very good. So now if we replace that with iyon, so let's put the SP first.
So iyon ay masungit sa estudyante.
That's right. Okay, that because you are gesturing, you don't need to add the pronoun. But you can also, this is basically replacing the noun completely. Okay. Now, because these type of pronouns, non-personal pronouns, you can use them as a pronoun, but you can also use them as a determiner, which you attach with the noun. Okay. But for now, I want you to see use only the as a pronoun. So we completely replace ang guro. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Reverse this now. PS.
So masungit ion
Mm-hmm.
uh, sa estudiante.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Okay. And
Uh,
you can also say this
ma-
actually, masungit sa estudyante iyon. Okay. Now this is a little bit um a little bit more flexible than the personal pronoun, because if it's a personal pronoun like sila referring to people, sila, siya, you cannot say masungit sa estudyante siya. You can't. Okay. That sila, siya, those personal pronouns, they're limited. Okay. It has to be restricted. They have to be the second word. But iyon, non-personal pronoun, because it can work as a determiner also, not just a pronoun. All right. Now you can also say this. Iyon ay masungit sa estudyante, or iyong guro. You can say that too. Okay. Iyong guro, either way. Okay. If you want to clarify really who you're talking about. Okay. With the linker G, because I followed
okay.
it with the noun. Okay. So here, iyon. Kind of flexible like the ang case. Okay. With ang guro. Okay. But not the personal pronoun. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does. I
Okay.
think it's just going to take a lot of,
Of course, you need to
consolidation
practice
and
this. Okay.
practice.
So that's why we are going to practice now. Okay. On our spreadsheet here. So I'm going to screenshot this.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
that's
So
great.
you have let me just reduce the size of this. It's too big. There you go. Sorry. Okay. All right. So are you in?
Yeah, yeah, I'm,
All
I'm in,
right.
I'm in.
Okay. So this is what you're going to do. The subjects are highlighted in blue, and you just have to make sure that you know what to do. Okay. So I want you to write, if as long as you could see any possible structure, do all the possible structure. Okay. But you know, as long as you have it, you keep writing them. All right. So whatever you can make here, oops, sorry, it doesn't mean I put 5 cells here, it means there's a lot of them. No. Okay. Just as long as you can. All right. As much. You can put it here. You can put it here. You don't need to put it down there. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Good. Okay, last. Okay.
I is
All
do you want
right.
me to
All
hello?
right.
Do you want me to
Very
go
good.
back?
Yes, I did that part. We missed out on that. Okay, because it's plural, right? Or you did the ang bata, because it's singular, you use ito, iyan, iyon. Okay. Now, when it comes to non-personal pronoun and you are going to replace a general noun, if it's plural, you still need this marker. Ang mga ito, ang mga iyan, or ang mga iyon. Okay. If we are to do that, maybe we could say those teachers. What if we want to say those teachers will visit the museum? Okay, museum. Okay, here
So
we said a museum. Okay, all right. So how would you replace the guro? You only replace the guro with ito, iyan, iyon. How do you express those?
ang mga iyan
Iyan or iyon. It could
iyon.
either because they're both far from the speaker. So both works unless we want to be specifically. If I say far from both, then you say
Uh, Far from both is iyon.
very good. So
Ang
you
mga iyon
that's right. Very good.
guru sa museum.
Okay. So that would be dadalaw ang mga iyon sa museum or ang mga iyon ay dadalaw sa museum with a gesture. Okay. Pointing at the teachers. Okay, so this is going to be your homework. It's not very hard, but it's worth practicing. Okay, you do the same thing. Okay, you just add some cells if you need to. Okay,
Yeah.
now here I highlighted some yellow ones. Why? Just because your verbs, you got two verbs here. So it's like you combine the subject predicate and predicate subject in one. Okay, you got pupunta si Ana, Dindo at Nora, but I think this is a mistype because
Oh yeah, yeah.
it says I pupunta. Okay, so it should be
Supervise,
where's the
yeah.
place? You missed the place. Okay,
Supermarket,
so it
I
should be
supermarket.
sa supermarket. Okay, the other one is iinom tayo sa Hard Rock. Okay, that yeah. Inom tayo sa Hard Rock. Ako at si Jerry, it's not ako at si Jerry, meaning I and Jerry, you're not including the person you're speaking to here. It's like I and Jerry, right? It means the second person is not included. Okay? Get what
So
I
that
mean?
would,
So it
yeah,
should
yeah.
be, what should it be? What pronoun?
Cami.
Kami. That's right. It should be kami. Okay? And the next one here, say kami. And here we should put sa supermarket. And here again, ikaw, this time it's ikaw, not ako. Ikaw at si Jeremiah, not including the speaker here. So what should it be? It can't be kami.
It'd be tayo.
Hmm?
It,
Tayo is the
inclusive.
speaker, including the person being spoken to. But this is, the
Hmm.
speaker is excluded.
So it'd be kami.
Mm-mm. Speaker is not included. So when you say you and Jeremiah, if you would remove Jeremiah, you'd say,
Oh, I don't know. Cause I mean, yeah, no, I don't know. I'm afraid.
so it's kayo. Kayo plural, you plural. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Because
Yeah.
you and Jeremiah, it means you plural.
Ah,
So
okay.
kayo, not kami. Okay? All right? Next is, again, sina Jemay at Lee. Okay. Now, Jemay at Lee, I know you said kami because you are Lee. Okay. But if you are not Lee, for example, you're saying you are the third person here. So you would say, how would you refer to a second person? Let's pretend Lee is your second person, a third person rather. So, sina Jemay at Lee, there are third person. What's plural of Jemay and Lee? Pretend you're not Lee. So you'd
It should
say,
be sila.
sila. That's right. Okay? All right. Kumakanta sila. That's it. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now here, why is it green? I put sumasayaw neon. Neon, this is a noun case. This is not ang case. So you can say neon. Sumasayaw iyong.
Okay.
Okay. You put neon. Okay? And with the linker G, Okay, we add to add the linker because this is the pronoun plus the noun. It's like it's a iyon is a determiner. It's like an adjective too, modifying
Mm.
the noun. Okay? So sumasayaw again, iyong bata. Okay?
Mm.
All right. Sumasayaw ang bata sa entablado and the rest are good. Okay? Good job. And here is it that aso over here, that dog ate meat. Okay? I said dog far from both. So iyan is
Eon.
this is correct actually. Far from
Oh,
speaker. Iyan is correct, but you just need the linker. Iyang aso. Okay,
okay.
that dog. Okay. So if you want to completely remove the dog, you just say that. That iyan ay kumain. And
Mm.
this is SP by the way because you put the subject first. So you need to put iyan here. Or you need to the word I because your subject comes first. Okay, before the verb. But this is correct. Kumain ng karne iyang aso. Kumain iyang aso ng karne. Those are correct. Okay. Now here is one of the uniqueness of using non-personal pronouns. That dog over there, sometimes we don't really say this in English, but sometimes when we want to overemphasize that dog over there, like which dog are you talking about, right? There's so many dogs.
Sure,
That
sure.
dog over there. So we would sandwich, we call this sandwich. Yung asong, iyong, with the linker, asong, iyon. Yung asong iyon. Okay?
Okay.
I kumain because this is PS again. This is SP because you put the subject first. Okay? Which is okay. I think you really did that intentionally, except you forgot I. Okay? And then this is kumain ng karne iyong asong iyon. Right? Sandwich. We sandwich the noun. Iyong asong iyon. Kumain yung asong kumain yung asong yon ng karne. Very good. Okay?
Yeah.
That's something unique with our non-personal pronoun ito, iyan, iyon. It's quite flexible. Okay? All right. Do you have any question?
No, it's good. That's good. So the homework's at the bottom of the spreadsheet, and is there anything more that you wanted me to learn on the PDF file or the
PDF
lesson
file.
four?
Okay. Well, we did that subject word order. And so the next thing that we're going to do is from here, we are going to learn how to do the actually, yeah, we got the linkers already. We're going to
Mm.
learn the forming verbs next, okay? But we will start from here because I want you to kind of have a little bit more explanation here, Tagalog articles, okay? And
Mm.
then the dialogue, we have not done this dialogue. So we'll continue on actually page 12, not this lesson 36. So we'll say page 12. Actually, yeah, why not? We just say 36, okay? So we'll continue on lesson 36. We're still on part 4.
That's fine.
Okay, and you can practice again. Your homework should be here at the bottom. Okay, do this as homework.
It's
Okay,
perfect.
all right.
Yeah, and there's all the adjectives on there, and I'll have I typed them in today, like the colours and shapes, and
Mhm.
I've sort of, if I can start to remember some of those things, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have not really gone through that this, right? You mean
Yeah,
the
it's
we
fine.
have not used them. We can use them. So now because you have been introduced to, the word order, you already understand whether you are because the basic sentence pattern in Tagalog is just how we express ourselves in Tagalog. We describe, we state an action, and the other one is just different focus. Both the two second patterns or the two other patterns, sentence patterns, are just describing an action, but one is focusing on the subject and the object. Okay. All right. So we're gonna remind me. I think I'll make a note of this to look at this lesson 33 here.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay. So remarks. Okay. All right.
I'm at my mum and dad's next week, so I booked up for Wednesday evening the same time. Their internet's okay, so it should all be fine. So you got to
You're
change
going
the
to
seat.
you said are you saying you're going to your parents?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So they've got the internet okay, so it should all be fine. Hopefully, my
Yeah,
my
just let
mum.
me know. If not, at least 4 hours
Yeah,
before.
no, that's fine.
Okay,
And
let me know.
I paid for another 6 sessions as well, so I hope
You
that's all
did?
right.
Okay, that's
Yeah, yeah.
wonderful.
Oh,
I hope that you are really learning something. So if I may ask you when you have time, if you could, leave me a review, uh
yeah, yeah.
okay, just write me up something there, maybe, whatever your experience, and you can tell me also if there's anything I need to improve, let me know, okay?
You're all right, bless you. I think it's not letting me book on the Monday night anymore, so I've just stuck to doing it on the Wednesdays at the moment, and as long as that works with you, that's absolutely
Yeah, yeah,
fine.
as long as you see that
Yeah,
time in my on my calendar, that'll work for me, okay? All right. Thank
fine.
you,
Thank you
Lee.
very
I'll see you
much.
next time. Bye
See you next
bye.
time. Bye bye.